I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars Mystery Shopping Report.
Subaru, North Fort Lauderdale.
We went in. Agent Lightning is our undercover agent. We don't use her real name, obviously, and I'm speaking in the first person as if I were the shopper. I arrived in the late afternoon, entered the doors adjacent to the large parking garage where I parked. It was a bit difficult to find, although it was quite visible from I-95. I followed the sales arrows pointing upstairs to the second floor. Halfway up the stairs, I was met by a salesman who was headed down but stopped to say hi, asked if I was looking for anyone in particular that he could help me find. I said I was just stopping by to see about the possibility of getting a new car. He introduced himself as Chris with a gentle handshake, said he'd be happy to help me today. He turned around, headed back upstairs to the showroom floor. It was a big showroom with a grand piano. I love that touch. Grand piano in the center of the showroom. There were a few cars, a few balloons, banners, not much else, very sparse. He asked what type of vehicle I was interested in, and I replied that I was thinking about a smaller SUV. He suggested that we take a look at the Crosstrek. We walked to the showroom floor. He went over the differences between the three models of the Crosstrek, and I decided on the Premium, which is the middle trim level, and I love the red. It was a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive with an MSRP of $28,600. I had to open the car to find the Monroney label, and it was laminated. Well, it was nice touch. They laminated it. It was illegal to take it off, but they figured as long as we take it off, we'll laminate it. The addendum added another $1,870 to the MSRP. So now we've got the Monroney label and another pop $1,870 on top of the sticker price. He asked what exactly I was looking to do today, and I said, well, if all goes well, I really like the numbers. I'm going to buy the car. He said, great. Let's go back to my desk where it's much cooler, and I'll get you some numbers. As we walked, he mentioned that he was heading downstairs to check on a friend who had their car in for service, but he texted them, and all seemed to be going well. He asked for my name, phone number, and then said, no one seems to have put you in our system yet. I said, I don't believe I've ever been here before. He then said, I'm surprised you found us. We're rather hidden off the beaten path, apparently. Chris told me he'd be back in a few minutes after seeing his sales manager to get some numbers for me. This was at 11:01 a.m. Agent Lightning is very precise. 11:01 a.m., he came right back and let me know he was going to run downstairs really fast while his new sales manager got the numbers, but he assured me he'd be right back. At 11:11, I love that. At 11:11, he returned with the numbers, apologizing for the delay, and mentioned that his sales manager was fairly new to the company. He also said he checked on his friend in service. Top line, the selling price was MSRP, and that was $28,600, as I said before. They added an NFL Subaru Advantage package for $1,695. So there's the first of the junk, $1,695. And Starlink, which I thought was the Elon Musk satellite,
No.
for $99.95 for not the real Starlink.
Starlink doesn't cost that.
And then there was a $285 for taxable fees. Now, taxable fees are illegitimate, and the non-taxable are legitimate. So they had $285 in taxable fees, so those were the junk fees disguised as government fees. $999 dock fee, well, that's obviously not legitimate. And finally, and this is even more obviously not legitimate, $895.
That one surprised me.
For permaplate. But look at the junk here. $1695 junk, $99.95 junk, $285 junk, and $999 dock fee, and $895. That's a lot of junk. That's a junkyard right there. They wanted $3,973.50 over MSRP. So that's insane. The multi thousands of dollars over MSRP days are long gone. and we're back down to below MSRP, except for North Fort Lauderdale Subaru. So I borrowed the salesman's pen, wrote down what each item was for. He explained that the $1,695 NFL package is exclusive to this dealership and includes a lifetime powertrain warranty. I tried to look incredulous and responded to his explanations with a few typical, Chris asked me where I would like to be as far as the numbers go. I replied, well, I haven't bought a car in a while, but to me, a good deal is closer to the window sticker price out the door rather than almost $8,000. $8,000 with all the added costs. He said the NFL package and the permaplate are negotiable, and then added, well, basically everything's negotiable. So, right. He confirmed with me that I'd like to be close to the selling price out the door, and I said yes. Chris said, let me talk to my manager and see what I can do, although I don't think I can get you that low, but I'll try. This is so standard, very typical. Bold. It's like you memorize this. They don't even change the verbiage. He left for a few minutes and returned with a new sheet that was identical to the first, but with some new info written in ballpoint at the bottom. $32,000 OTD out the door. Just as my daughter called, and I told Chris I had to leave because she had landed at the airport. And for you new folks, our mystery shopper is a family person, big family, and she takes her family on the mystery shops. Her husband, her son and daughter.
And she buys a lot of cars.
And she buys cars.
For her family.
So this is the most legitimate mystery shop you can do because she buys cars. Anyway, the salesman asked me if his sales manager could say a quick hello on our way out because he would be forever grateful. His words. And of course, what that means is it's the rule, especially in South Florida. You got to talk to the manager. If a car salesman lets a customer leave without speaking to a sales manager, that's grounds for dismissal. Salespeople, and many have been fired because they did not let the customer speak to the
a lot of sales managers work under extreme amounts of stress because their bosses are on them and they like to yell, so it's unpleasant to screw up at the salesperson level.
So I felt sorry for the salesman, and we stopped by the sales office. The manager came out, thanked me for coming in. Chris let him know I had to leave to pick up my daughter. Manager said he understood and mentioned that when I'm ready to come back in, he tried to get me at an even better price. They always do that too. You haggle, you hassle. Okay, that's the shopping reward.
So I'll say a C-.
I'm going to agree with Stu on the C-.
I'm changing mine to D.
D- then.
I forgot.
I'll give you one better.
D-.
The dogs won't be with it.
A-.
Hi, this is Earl Stewart. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to be notified of new videos that we post to our YouTube channel, simply click on the subscribe button and the bell icon in the lower right-hand side of the screen.